Hi students, welcome to our channel. In this video, I will teach you 10th class trigonometry. Most of the students will think trigonometry is the toughest chapter, but if you learn the concept in clear way, then you can only say trigonometry is one of the easiest chapter in the maths. So I will teach you in the simple and easy way.
మీరు కనుక మా ఛానల్ని ఫస్ట్ టైం చూస్తున్నట్లయితే మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసి బెల్ ఐకాన్ని ప్రెస్ చేయండి. మా యొక్క వీడియోస్ అన్నీ మీకు అప్డేట్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి.
First of all, we have to know what is trigonometry. Here I am going to divide trigonometry into three parts. So here tri and gono and metry. So here what is tri? Tri means 3 and gono means angles and metry means measures or dimensions. Here a shape or a chapter which deals with three angle measures. We know that a shape which is having three angles is nothing but a triangle, right? So here trigonometry completely dealing with triangles, and it is dealing with triangles, and in that particularly right angled triangle. What is right angled triangle? So right angle triangle means an angle in the triangle must be 90 degrees. One of the angle must be 90 degrees and remaining two angles should be acute angles. Acute angles means what? Acute angles means less than 90, right? So we know that sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, and if one of the angle is 90 degrees, the remaining sum of these two angles also be 90 degrees, right? It means it may be 20 70 or 40 50 or 30 60 like that. So these are acute angles, right? So here acute angles and right angle triangle. So we are dealing with only this right angle triangle. Okay, and how many sides it is having? Three sides it is having, right? 1 and 2 and 3. So here these three sides having some names in the trigonometry. We gave three names for each side. So those sides are based on the angle. So here we are taking one reference angle. We are considering here one reference angle. This is right angle, right? And these two are acute angles, we already know. Here I am taking a reference angle. Let us a triangle ABC, right angle at B. Okay, right angle at B, and here I am considering a reference angle at C. The side which is opposite to the angle is known as opposite side. So here AB is opposite to the angle C, right? So this is nothing but opposite side, and the side which is adjacent to the angle is known as adjacent side. So this is adjacent and this is opposite, and the side which is opposite to the 90 degrees or right angle is known as hypotenuse. Okay, so here this is the basics. How can you form a right angle triangle? Let us, you are on the floor, on the ground floor, and your friend is on the first floor of the building. Okay, you are watching him from your place. Okay, you are watching from your place, and you want to know the height of the building. Okay, you want to know the height of the building, and if you want to know the distance of the building to you, if you want to know the distance between building and you, so here you can form a right angle triangle, right? Right angle triangle, here you can find the distance from building to you, and also you can find the height of the friend from which height he is. Okay, and also you can find the angle from which, or else the angle you can observe your friend from here. Trigonometry is dealing with six trigonometric ratios. So what are they? Here I am going to tell you that six trigonometric ratios. First of all, a triangle is having three sides, right? So these three sides are named as opposite side and adjacent side and hypotenuse, right? We already named it. Based on what? Based on a reference angle. Here I took a reference angle here. So the side opposite to the reference angle is opposite side. We already learned, right? So this is adjacent side and this is hypotenuse. Okay, and this can be arranged in how many ways? I am arranging these in some ratios. Okay, ratio means what? Numerator divided by denominator, right? So here I am writing as opposite divided by hypotenuse, and next hypotenuse divided by opposite. Okay, so here opposite divided by hypotenuse and its reciprocal. Okay, and next one another adjacent divided by hypotenuse, and hypotenuse divided by adjacent. Okay, adjacent divided by hypotenuse and hypotenuse divided by adjacents. So here I am taking a ratio and its reciprocal, like that I am taking. Okay, and these two again now. So here opposite divided by adjacent and its reciprocal is adjacent divided by opposite. So here I can take these six ratios, right? These six ratios are named as, so here opposite divided by hypotenuse is named as sine theta. Okay, sine angle, whatever it is, if we are taking the angle is here theta, so here opposite divided by hypotenuse is nothing but sine theta. Okay, and its reciprocal, hypotenuse by opposite is nothing but cosec theta. Okay, and adjacent divided by hypotenuse is cos theta, and hypotenuse divided by adjacent, its reciprocal is secant theta. Okay, and opposite divided by adjacent is tan theta, and adjacent divided by opposite is cot theta. So here we can say there are six ratios. What are those? Sin theta and cos theta and tan theta, and these reciprocals are cosec theta and secant theta and cot theta. So these six ratios are so important. Okay, so here I can say sin theta. Here I took some angle theta, that's why I am taking sin theta. If I took an angle A, then we can write sin A. If I take an angle B, sin B we can write. Okay, let us consider one more triangle. Let us consider one more triangle A and B and C. So here I am taking reference angle here and the right angle at B. Okay, so what we can write here, reference angle C, right angle at B and reference angle at C. So I can write the ratios as sin C and cos C and tan C, and like that. Here I am taking the angle, whatever the angle at C, here that I am taking here. Sin and cos and tan, its reciprocal, cosec and secant and cot, like that. Okay, so these are the trigonometric ratios. So here we learned sin theta and cos theta and tan theta, and these reciprocals are cosec theta and secant theta and cot theta. You know reciprocals, right? Is nothing but denominator to numerator, numerator to denominator. It is nothing but sin theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta. If you found anywhere 1 by cosec theta, you have to write sin theta. If you find anywhere 1 by sin theta, you can write cosec theta. So this is the reciprocals. Okay, this is same for all trigonometric ratios. And one more formula is sin theta divided by cos theta is equal to tan theta. Okay, sin theta divided by cos theta is equal to tan theta. So here how did you get this formula? Here what is sin theta formula? Opposite divided by hypotenuse, right? Opposite divided by hypotenuse. And cos theta formula is adjacent divided by hypotenuse, right? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So here hypotenuse and hypotenuse both are cancelled. So here I can write opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite divided by adjacent is nothing but tan theta only, right? So that's why I wrote sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. Just remember. Okay, see here exercise 8.1. In triangle ABC, right angle at B and AB is equal to 24 centimeters, BC is equal to 7 centimeters. Determine first question sin A comma cos A, and second question is sin C comma cos C. So first of all we have to draw a right angle triangle. Here I am drawing a right angle triangle. Here I am drawing a right angle triangle, and right angle at what? B, right? So right angle at B. So here I am considering A and C. So right angle triangle ABC I drew. So here AB is 24 centimeters and BC is 7 centimeters. So we have to know first of all ACV. Then only we can find sin A or cos A, whatever the determined values. Why? Because so sin A, what is the formula for sin A? We already learned now, right? Sin A is nothing but opposite divided by hypotenuse, right? So we know this one of the side is opposite and this should be hypotenuse, right? We don't know the value of hypotenuse. So first of all we have to find the hypotenuse value. How can we find hypotenuse? By using Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras formula you know, right? So Pythagoras formula, what is Pythagoras formula? Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Okay, side square plus side square. And here hypotenuse, you know the value of hypotenuse, no, right? So AC square, that is equal to, what is the side here? BC square and plus AB square. Okay, and what is the BC value here? 7, right? 7 square is nothing but 49. and here AB is nothing but 24, right? So 24 whole square is nothing but 576, right? So 49 plus 576 is nothing but 625. So AC square is equal to 625, but you want only AC value, right? So this square should be square root of 625. 625 square root is what? So 25, right? So AC value is 25. I got AC is 25. Okay, and here I can find sin A, sin C, whatever. Why? Because I know all these values, right? So first of all, I'm going to find sin A. Sin A is nothing but what? Opposite by hypotenuse, right? So here A is here. Okay, what is the opposite to this? BC, right? So first of all, I'm writing sin A formula, opposite by hypotenuse, and opposite side is BC and hypotenuse is AC. So what is BC value here? BC value is 7 and AC value is 25. Simple. And you find cos A. And in that second, I am going to find cos C. Okay, you find sin C. Okay, clear? Cos C. Next, cos C is here cos C, right? Cos C is nothing but what? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse, right? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent is nothing but what? BC only, right? BC divided by AC. So what is the BC value? 7 divided by AC value is 25. Here you can find sin C. So here sin C is equal to sin C. Sin C is nothing but what? Opposite divided by hypotenuse, right? So opposite to this angle is AB. Okay. Sin C is nothing but AB divided by AC. So here opposite to this angle is AB and hypotenuse is AC. So what is the value of AB? 24, right? So here 24 divided by 25. Simple. Okay. In this adjacent figure, find tan P minus cot R. So here we can find whatever the values, but we have to know those sides values, right? Do you know the side values? Here you know the hypotenuse and one side value you know, but you don't know the QR value, right? So for this you have to find it by using Pythagoras formula. What is Pythagoras formula? Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. What is hypotenuse here? PR, right? So what is the value of PR? 13. So 13 square I am writing. So here what is the side here? PQ, right? PQ value is 12 square, right? 12 square. And what is the side? One more side, QR. So QR I don't know, just writing as QR as it is. And what is 13 square? 13 square is 169. 12 square is 144. So here QR whole square. So I am transposing 144 to left hand side. So 169 minus 144, that is equal to QR square. So here 169 minus 144 is 25, right? So 25 is QR square. But I want to know only QR, right? So that if I remove the square, I will get the square root to the left hand side. Square root of 25 is 5, right? So QR value is 5. So QR value is 5 centimeters. I got all these values, right? So I can find tan P and cot R. So what is the value of tan P? So here first of all I am writing tan P minus cot R, right? So tan P is nothing but, first of all, tan formula is what? Opposite divided by adjacent. And so here also adjacent divided by opposite, right? So here tan P, here we should consider tan P from here only, right? So what is the opposite to this P here? QR only, right? So here I am writing QR divided by what is adjacent? PQ, right? So PQ and minus cot R. So here R is here only, right? Cot R. What is adjacent to cot R? So here 5R only, right? It means QR only, right? So QR divided by opposite. What is opposite here? PQ only, right? PQ. So QR by PQ minus QR by PQ minus QR by PQ is nothing but 0 only, right? So that's it, simple. If sin A is equal to 3 by 5, calculate cos A and tan A. So we can find all trigonometric ratios, no problem, but we have to know all the values of a triangle, right? So they given sin A is equal to 3 by 5. First of all, I am writing sin A formula. Sin formula is what? Opposite divided by hypotenuse, right? Opposite divided by hypotenuse. What the value is they given? 3 by 5. So opposite is nothing but 3 and hypotenuse is nothing but 5, right? So here I am drawing a right angle triangle. So here I am considering A and B and C. Okay, I am considering A and B and C. So here sin A, here I am taking reference angle, it's A, right? They given A here. okay, and opposite to this is nothing but BC only, right? So they given BC value opposite. How much they given? 3. And hypotenuse is nothing but AC only, right? How much they given? 5. And do you know the value of AB? We don't know, right? So we have to find by using Pythagoras formula. So what is Pythagoras formula? Hypotenuse square, that is equal to side square plus side square. Hypotenuse value is what? 5. So 5 square, that is equal to side. One side is 3, we know, right? So 3 square plus another side is AB. AB I am writing as it is. So here 5 square is nothing but 25 and 3 square is nothing but 9, and AB as it is I am writing. So I am transposing 9 to left hand side. 25 minus 9 is nothing but what? 16, right? 16 is equal to AB square. So here I don't want to this square. Just by this square will be square root to the left hand side. Square root of 16 is nothing but 4, right? So AB value is 4. AB value I got 4. And now I have to find cos. So cos A formula is what? Cos A, that is nothing but adjacent divided by hypotenuse, right? So what is adjacent to A is nothing but AB, right? So adjacent side is nothing but 4 and hypotenuse is nothing but 5. And here tan A also. So cos A is equal to 4 by 5 and tan A, that is equal to, so opposite divided by adjacent, right? So tan A formula is opposite divided by adjacent. So what is opposite here? 3. And what is adjacent here? 4, right? So 3 divided by 4. And now your homework is just find cos C and tan C. Okay, cos C and tan C. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos B, then show that angle A is equal to angle B, they are saying. So here what they are saying, angle A and angle B are acute angles. On cos A, that is equal to cos B. They given a clue. We have to prove angle A is equal to angle B. But we have to draw a right angle triangle, right? Whatever the problem, we have to draw a right angle triangle. So here I am taking A and B and C. So here why I am taking angle C at right angle triangle? Why? Because angle A and angle B are acute angles, they are saying. So angle A and angle B are acute angles, then the remaining angle should be 90 degrees, right? That's why I draw like this and I kept C as a right angle triangle. Okay, so here first of all, what is formula for cos A? Cos A is nothing but, cos theta is nothing but adjacent divided by hypotenuse, right? Adjacent side divided by hypotenuse side. So cos A is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse. The reference angle is A. So cos A is nothing but adjacent is AC and hypotenuse is AB. So here I am writing AC divided by AB, right? AC divided by AB. And for cos B also same. So cos B here I am taking reference as B. So cos B and the reference angle is B and the adjacent side is BC, right? So when I am taking the reference angle is B, the adjacent side should be BC, right? So that's why I am taking BC divided by AB, adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And here AB and AB are cancelled, right? Why? Because same and same in the denominator also. So we can write AC, that is equal to BC. So AC and BC. So these two sides are equal. It is nothing but, we can say this is isosceles right angle triangle, right? When isosceles right angle triangle, then these two angles also be equal, right? So since it is triangle ABC is isosceles right angle triangle, we can say these two acute angles should be same. Nothing but angle A is equal to angle B. So hence proved. That's it. Here, if cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, sorry, this is cot theta. If cot theta is equal to 7 by 8, evaluate 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So here we can say simply A plus B into A minus B formula, right? So A plus B into A minus B. You know already A plus B into A minus B, that is equal to A square minus B square, right? A plus B into A minus B is nothing but A square minus B square. Since this formula, I can write simply 1 minus sin square theta divided by, this can be 1 minus cos square theta. Okay, 1 minus sin square theta divided by 1 minus cos square theta. So here I can say 1 minus sin square theta is nothing but cos square theta and 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but sin square theta. These two are nothing but identities. So 3 identities are there. We will learn in the next video. Okay, and cos by sin, we already know cos by sin is nothing but cot theta, right? Cot theta and square is there. So here I am writing cot theta whole square. What is cot theta value? 7 by 8, right? 7 by 8 whole square is nothing but 49 by 64. and still some remaining problems are there. So same those problems also, you have to draw a right angle triangle like this. You have to draw a right angle triangle and you have to find the remaining sides. They given some sides and you have to find the remaining sides by using the Pythagoras formula, and you have to solve by using these formulas. Okay, if you have any doubts in those problems, just mention in the comment box. I'll try to clarify those doubts. Okay, so children, this is the first video for 10th class students. If you have any doubts, please mention in comment box. If you like this video, please like and share to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you friends, thank you for watching.